Justice has been served. It's been more than a year since a stray bullet hit Payton Benson while she was in her North Omaha home. The little girl later died. Today, the man who pulled the trigger and a fellow gang member learned how long they will spend behind bars. Senior reporter Jake Wazakowski was in the courtroom and has more on the sentencing. Jake?
Jen, two men that were convicted in connection to the Payton Benson murder learned their fate this morning. Prosecutors say it's the ultimate example of the reckless violence that plagues our city. In January 2014, 5-year-old Payton Benson was eating breakfast in her home when a bullet from an assault rifle went through the walls of her home near 45th and Bedford. In a split second, the stray bullet then passed through a couch, young Payton's chest, and back out the home. This morning, the man that pulled the trigger, 21-year-old Vincent Hicks, received a 65-year prison sentence. He'll serve 35 before he's eligible for parole. In court, Hicks said he made a horrible mistake, but Payton's father questioned why they'd choose the violent gang life in the first place.
Everybody lost today. I don't like them dudes. I don't. I feel sorry for their parents. I feel sorry for their kids. For what? What was this about?
Prosecutors say Hicks, Jalen Montgomery, Jacob Brown, and Adonis Moses went looking for rival gang members in their territory. When they thought they found one, 3 of them began firing.
Mr. Hicks pled guilty to by far the most serious charge because of the gun he had.
Jalen Montgomery received 8 to 44 years in prison for firing a gun. He'll serve at least 8 before he's eligible for parole. Montgomery's attorney says the 20-year-old had carried a gun for protection since he was 14 years old.
He knew that his behavior brought this to occur. So he's very remorseful.
It's nonsensical that somebody needs to pull a gun out and start shooting at somebody, no matter who it is, in these acts of violence that have taken place in our community far too many times, and it has to stop.
Hicks pleaded no contest to second-degree murder and a gun charge in January and had a message after hearing his punishment.
Free my homies, man. All I can say, man. Love my family. Hope they be safe out here.
Anything you want people to know about you?
No.
Both men apologized for what they had done. The 2 other defendants will be sentenced in a few weeks. Jacob Brown, the driver, and Adonis Moses, the man who allegedly owned the assault rifle, pleaded no contest to conspiracy to commit a felony. Reporting live, Jake Wazakowski, KMTV Action 3 News.
Courthouse officials ramped up security this morning after someone threatened one of the men now convicted of killing Payton Benson. 2 weeks ago, a threat against Vincent Hicks led Douglas County officials to initiate a high-profile, high-risk sentencing plan. The Douglas County Sheriff's Office teamed up with the Omaha Police Department to make sure everything went smoothly for both the accused and the victim's family.
So just to make sure that the family can get justice, we have to put security measures in place to make sure they can get in, hear what's going on, justice is served, and to get Mr. Montgomery and Hicks back to Douglas County Corrections.
Captain Hudson said he knew emotions would be high at court today simply because it involved an innocent 5-year-old.
Surveillance